dropped her off at her house earlier that evening.
All right, y'all. Good morning or good afternoon. TC here. I was listening to a motherfucking Tyler Perry sitcom. No, it wasn't no sitcom. Soap opera with my wife the other day. And one of the characters on there is a middle-aged black woman. Good-looking black woman, too. Nice natural hair. She keep it in a short twist, you know what I'm saying? And she got a grown son and everything, and the son's going through a bunch of drama. That's what the story centers around. But what I wanted to talk about was something the lady said, you know, one of the lines they gave her. Apparently she herself, this black woman herself, had a love interest. So she said to the man, as she was, after she had been apparently seeing him for a couple of weeks, she was breaking it off. And brother was like, you know, why? What's wrong? And she said, oh, nothing's wrong. I like sex. I really enjoy having you around, but I'm waiting for God to send me a man. So I got to thinking about that statement and how many times I heard that shit when I was still out there trying to find myself, you know, somebody to be with. And how many times I heard really nice women say, I'm waiting for God to send me a man. Now, either that is a way for them to reject you outright, or that's just some of the dumbest shit I ever heard come out of a supposedly sane person's mouth. I mean, what do they mean when they say that shit? I mean, because for one thing, one point is, how do they know that their so-called God didn't send me, that I'm not the man, or he's not the man that God supposedly sent? Okay? Wait for God to send you a man. A guy comes along, they hit it off, they start seeing each other. How do they know that that ain't the guy that God sent? How do they know? Or are they expecting the guy to suddenly appear from within the walls of their house? They open up the closet and all of a sudden the perfect guy standing in there with the good job and the right height and the right weight and the right attitude and the right size dick and everything? How in the fuck are they supposed to know that? And that, you know, when this God sent guy is actually in their face. So they sent away a perfectly good man because they're waiting for God to send them, or they think they're waiting for God to send them a man. That fucking statement is really perplexing to me. Somebody needs to explain that shit to me, because it just don't make no motherfucking sense. Now, I could take rejection as well as the next guy. And so when they was telling me, keep in mind, I'm happily married, I got a beautiful wife whom I love dearly. But when I heard that shit on that Tyler Perry show, and when I used to hear that shit back in the day, that shit used to really get on my motherfucking nerves. I really think that's some ignorant shit for a woman to say. You see a lot of these women now, 10 years later, and they still waiting on God to send them a fucking guy. I mean, what's it gonna be like? You know, they run into a dude at the grocery store, at the laundromat, in the parking lot, or Walmart, wherever the fuck, and he gonna roll up on them and say, yo, baby, God sent me specifically for you. That's just ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. And they really need to stop saying that. So, if any of you women out there, you single, middle-aged black women, because those are the only ones I really care about, are out there, and y'all rejecting good men left and right because they don't have the right type of job, they ain't the right height, they ain't the right complexion, they ain't the right this, they ain't the right that. Y'all there, and y'all telling them y'all waiting for God to send me a man. If there's a God up there, he's down there looking down on you, talking about, What kind of motherfucking man you want me to send you? I sent you a short one. I sent you a fat one. I sent you a skinny one. I sent you one with a regular job. I sent you one with a high-paying job. I sent you a guy that's good in bed. I sent you a guy that's not good in bed. I sent you every kind of man. But you still telling these guys you waiting for God to send you a motherfucking man. Well, I'm sending you men, and you keep rejecting them all. I'm not going to send you no motherfucking more. Anyway, I had to get that shit off because I heard that one too many motherfucking times, and I heard it on TV. Now, if you're one of the guys that, you know, get rejected by a woman, get rejected by a woman, and she uses that excuse, well, then you're better off without that, babe. You're better off just walking. Don't even try to argue with her. Just go. Because you ain't the man that she think God gonna send for her. And if she accept you into her life, all she gonna do is make your life miserable. And she gonna be saying, I should have waited for God to send me a man. I hope that shit makes sense. Anyway, that's my motherfucking opinion on that. Y'all have a good day. TC. And I'm out.